The lower back is one of the most critical areas of the body that needs strengthening.
It's also one of the areas that oftentimes gets overlooked and undertrained.
We also know people who do tons of core work, basically focusing on the front side of their body, their abs, thinking that they're building a balanced and strong core, when in reality, a bunch of the muscles that are important in stabilizing your core are on the back or the sides.
Contrary to popular belief, overemphasizing these muscles on the front of the spine, although it looks great when you have great abs, is not the best way to strengthen your core. Many times, people neglect the muscles on the backside, which can cause a lot of problems. I'm Dr. Ben Quist.
And I'm fitness expert Jeremiah Kruger.
And today we're going to talk to you about our favorite exercise for your lower back that you can do at your gym. When we're trying to strengthen our lower back, we're really trying to strengthen three main muscle groups.
So the first major muscle group we're going to talk about is the hamstrings. Why is it even called hamstrings?
Why are you asking me that? I just know what it does. The second muscle group is your glute complex, which is like your bottom.
Ooh, I got one for this. So why did the gym goer train their lower back? They were trying to get to the bottom of their fellows. You get it?
I don't get it. The final muscle group, or the third muscle group, is the spinal erector muscle
Well, I think I got
group.
a good joke for that.
We don't need any jokes with that one. No, please. Okay, please.
So when we're talking about training a lower back or a posterior chain, there's one big machine that comes to mind. It's the 45-degree back extension machine. We like it because of one big reason, which we'll show you in a moment, but it's also very versatile.
So let's show you how to use it. Okay, so we're gonna do the 45-degree back extension machine, and we're gonna show you kind of the standard way to use this machine. The way that if I was only gonna do one exercise on here, this would be the one that I would do. So first and foremost, we gotta figure out where to block the pad on your hips and your spine. So what you wanna do is set up the machine so the pad blocks just a little bit below your ASISs, which are those bumpy structures on the front of your hip. So just like an inch or two below that. So inch or two below the belt line. So once you set up your position, then from there, you're gonna initiate the movement pattern. A couple other setup things. Heels are gonna be all the way back against the ridge on the back. Feet are completely grounded into the foot rest so that you're really able to grip through the entire backside of your body. From there, arms can either be crossed here, they can be behind your head, they can be in front of your body, they can be reaching down low. All those things change the amount of force that you're gonna be putting through your lower back and your glutes and your hamstrings. So let's have you cross your arms, Jeremiah, to start, just to show the movement pattern. From here, Jeremiah is gonna be hinging at his hip. No motion is gonna be occurring at his lumbar spine. He's gonna go down till he feels maybe possibly even a little bit of a hamstring stretch, and then he's gonna come back up to the top position. Now, a couple of things that I don't like that I see when people are doing the back extension machine is that they flex at the bottom of the motion or create movement at the lumbar spine. There's a place for that, but for most people using this machine, you really don't need to be doing that. That just increases your risk of injury, and we'll have future videos talking about when that is appropriate to do that movement pattern with flexion occurring at your lumbar spine. If we look at Jeremiah, the dot between his shoulder and his hip is staying in a straight line as he goes down. There's no bend occurring here. All the motion is occurring at his hip joint. So he is just simply flexing into the hip and then coming back and extending into the hip. And that is the basic movement pattern. One other thing to note when you're doing back extension is how high to come up. You want to come up just until you're in your natural straight postural position. So shoulder right above the hip, hip right above the ankle. I see sometimes people doing this where they extend way back into extension. I don't feel there's any value to that, in addition to the fact that, again, it can be something that could put you at risk for injury. So just doing it in that nice kind of basic pattern is one of the best things you can do for your lower back. All right, Jeremiah is going to demo a way to make this exercise even a little bit more challenging and have a little bit more of a stabilization effect. I'm going to let him do that.
All right, you have fun in the bathroom.
I'm going to the bathroom.
So obviously one progression of the 45-degree back extension is loading it and handling weight. So before I show you the second variation of this, obviously one of the first things you can do to progress this exercise is by adding load. For example, you might hold dumbbells in your hands right here, or if you think about it, a longer lever is harder. So if I go from my shoulders to my head, the load gets a little bit heavier because the lever arm gets a little bit longer. Or if I want to be like a diver and straighten my arms all the way, that's about as long as you can make your body. That makes it a whole lot harder. All right, so changing load is one way to do it. Another way is to isolate one side versus the other, making it single leg. A few different ways you can do this. Option number one is to take advantage of the strength curve where we're stronger eccentrically, meaning I might single leg go down And then on the way back up, use 2 legs to get back up. It would be 1 leg down, 2 legs up. Maybe I progressed and now I'm strong enough where I can go down and up all on one side before doing all on the other. I find this to be really beneficial, especially if we feel like we have asymmetries in the strengths of our hips or our low back, meaning you might work a little bit harder on the weak side as opposed to the strong side. That is a very high level progression, so I would use that cautiously. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. That pretty much does it for the video. It's a great versatile machine. There's definitely more we can show you, but this is a great starting place. So if it's not something you've done, we suggest you give it a try.
Please give this video a like, please subscribe to the channel, and also comment below with any other content you'd like to see us do for you guys.
What stuff you want to learn? What do you want to do?